Everyone's talking about EVs. The Iran war has driven up fuel prices, and we're told that going electric will help save us money. But are we ready for an electric vehicle boom? I'm going for a test drive to see how far this EV takes me and how Australia's charging network stacks up.
I'm on my way to Sydney's northern beaches, where I'm meeting up with a veteran motoring journo.
Yo, Jason. Toby.
Toby Hagan's been writing about cars for more than 30 years. He now reports for an EV news site and also does commercial work for some car brands.
Have you seen the EV market evolve in Australia?
Yeah, well, I guess those early EVs looked and felt a little bit like science experiments. They didn't go too far on a charge and they were often hideously expensive, whereas now we've got a really wide variety of EVs.
I also saw that the latest new sales figures show that EVs have broken a record. They now make up 14% of new sales. Is that connected to the war, or is it too early to say?
Yeah, I mean, look, certainly everyone I've spoken to in the industry suggests that the high fuel prices is what has triggered the big boost, the big increase in EV interest. So, there's obviously clearly some people out there who had decided they were going to get an EV in the next 6, 12, 18 months and have potentially pulled forward that purchase.
You've probably noticed lots of public chargers around.
You take the next left here.
But Australia still falls short. For every one charger, there are 45 EVs.
There's a couple of chargers up here, Will.
We pull into Mona Vale to check out some chargers.
All right, well, this spot is taken. We can't use that.
There's another charger nearby. No problem.
Reverse park. This will test your skills.
So the truth about driving Australia is that there are servos anywhere you go. You can't say the same about chargers.
No, absolutely. At the moment, the fast charging network, I guess, is relatively limited. The big difference with EVs, obviously, is that most people do most of their charging at home.
So did you see those videos over Easter of the long queues, people waiting for chargers for a long time?
I saw some of it, yeah, and this is one of the enormous challenges with EVs. The more you put on the road, the more people are going to want to hit the road and do a bit of a road trip, and that's where the bottlenecks will occur.
I decide to go for a longer drive down the Hume Highway to really challenge the EV's battery limit, travelling more than 130 k's to Sutton Forest, where Toby said I'd find some of the fastest chargers in Australia.
So I've been driving for about an hour and a half now. When I left Sydney, the battery was 76%, and when I look at it now, it's 46%. So I'm just pulling up to see whether I can get a charge. Is that the entrance? Oh, it is the entrance. What, do I have to drive through here? This tiny little thing? You're joking. So they're all taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's someone there. So I've done a few laps and one has just popped up.
After I've done a perfect reverse park, it's time to charge up.
Okay, let's see how this works.
It turns out to be really fiddly.
There's no tap and go on this. I've got to scan a QR code to check for the pricing and instructions.
And I need to download an app.
They've sent me an email, but I don't have the email yet. The car is now fully charged. It's taken me 10 minutes to find a spot, 10 minutes to download the app and start charging. It's taken me an hour to charge to 100%. So if I had a petrol car and filled up at the servo over there, it would have taken me 2 minutes. So while I've saved on a big petrol bill, it's cost me a lot of time.
Put it back in the car.
It doesn't seem to bother Susanna, who has more patience than me.
We charged in Cooma last night and then we're just charging now. And we'll go to Bundanoon. We may charge up a little bit tomorrow and then we're going to Sydney and then Newcastle. And then Newcastle will come back to Pheasant's Nest. And it's easy, it's simple, yeah. I mean, it's cost me $20.
Yeah.
You know,
So
so
it's-
$40 from Melbourne up to Sydney.
From zero to the full thing, it costs about $25.
The New South Wales government agrees that Australia needs more public charges. It's announced plans to roll out another 1,000, particularly in regional areas. It's already invested in more than 3,000.
What we're trying to really get to is that there's access to a charger within 100 kilometres of anywhere that you need to be.
Now, you've said that it's going to take at least 2 years to roll out these extra charges. Why will it take that long?
It takes a while. There's a number of reasons. One is that some of this is about planning. So where are the spots? Where do they need to go? For particularly curbside charging, there's some issues you need to deal with around traffic and parking. It has to go through local councils.
When we went to a charger, it was really busy and you couldn't get a spot. So it seems like there's a lot of demand now. EV drivers want the chargers now. Why can't you do it faster?
Well, we're doing it as fast as we can.
While the state government's advocating for an EV future, it's also introducing a road user charge on EV drivers, potentially next year, to help fund roads. The federal government has been considering whether it should introduce one too.
Won't that charge discourage people from taking up EVs?
I don't believe so.
But you're going to tax them.
Well, there's a road user charge that we're bringing in, yeah, but we're not apologetic about that. The key thing for me is how are we driving uptake? And what we've chosen to do is to really reduce the barriers, which is about all the charging infrastructure, which is the most important thing.
As the day winds down at Sutton Forest, more charges become free. It won't be long before it's busy again.
In some of the smaller towns, there's only 1 or 2 chargers in the town.
Do you think there needs to be more charges?
Absolutely, yeah.